Here, kitty, kitty. Memory, turn your face to the moonlight. Yes, yes, go on. Let your memory lead you. What a little minx you are. Open up and We will not be discussing the musical Cats today, but rather... Okay, everyone, 10-minute warning for Idris Elba, Ian McKellen, and Dame Judi Dench for the movie version of... Is this right? For the movie version of Cats? Can you get the AD over here? Oh, and don't forget your 11-year-old nephew's focus group said you need to be telling them to like and subscribe at the beginning of the video as well. Like and subscribe in 3, 2... Please take a second now to like and subscribe if you haven't already.
No, you're just noisy and you're not letting your mama film the show. Oh, buddy, I'm terribly sorry. Can you get your mom some Zuckies?
Check this out, you're not gonna believe this. Louis Armstrong called. He said he wanted to sing my opening jingle. Can you believe this guy? Sincerely, Sammy. Sincerely, Sammy Shaw. I have always been a cat person. A girl and her cat. But my cat rearing techniques have certainly evolved in the past 35 years. Since my easygoing, laid-back demeanor has opened so many doors in the regular human baby-making department for me. No, but seriously, I froze 24 of my very own cage-free organic eggs a couple of years ago so I could actually have a Homo sapiens baby at some point too. But we'll get to that jazz in a later episode. Although, not much later. Did you hear that? It really cannot be that much later. Tick, tick, tick. Honestly, there are many things in common between raising human babies and cat babies. I say this next guideline with a little hesitation, as it unfortunately would leave behind a large population of seemingly unadoptable cats. Ideally, you should acquire a kitten when it's between 3 and 4 weeks old. Now, the only way really to do this, unless you built up an enormous capital of kitten rearing street cred, straight out of Cat Town, is to foster-adopt. That's typically how you'll be permitted to get a kitten so young. Then, even though you continue them on the wet food diet they were sent home with, you bottle feed them warmed formula through a syringe. Then they imprint with me, I become mama, and they're mine! All mine! This truly gives you the opportunity to build a bear. And everything that happens to this kitten from here on out will form the cat he or she is going to be. This determines whether or not your cat will allow you to easily clip their nails, brush their teeth, hold them, position them, smack their little bunsies, turn around and give that cat booty a smack, touch them basically anywhere. Bite their toe beans, each individually if you should so choose. Nibble their little kitty cheeks. Kiss their little kitty lips. Invert them. Play with their belly furs. Body slam them. Get you some flammies. Slam! Da 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 da. Let the cats be toys! Talk to them. Have them talk back. And get them to say words. You can spin them gently, bow them, again, gently, throw them, and yodel them. Basically, do anything you want with them, as long as it doesn't hurt them. With 0 chance of a scratch, no hissing, and nary a bite in sight. Also, you can create cats that are super friendly and quite entertaining at dinner parties. This is possible because your cat trusts you. He or she isn't afraid of you. You know, cats think of themselves as prey animals. That's why they almost never show signs of illness, which can be quite problematic for cat owners. They've always got to keep a brave face in case, another bear gets loose in your home. This is why it's a great sign when a cat gives you the blinky eyes. Hey, how are you doing? You struck me as a Capricorn. Am I getting warm?
Oh, you give your mama the blinky eyes.
It's as if to say,
I'm almost positive you won't eat me when I'm not looking.
aw, how sweet. Even though domestic cats view themselves as prey more often than predator, cats in the wild are generally the apex. Did you know cats are the most prodigious predators since the dinosaurs and the farthest reaching carnivore on the planet? It's true. So true. Cats exist on every continent besides Antarctica. 37 different species live in nearly every landscape. In the wild, they thrive in deserts, Siberia, and even right alongside the great city of Los Angeles. They come in almost every color, too. They're swimmers, runners, loners, socializers, jumpers, climbers, fishermen, divers, mountaineers, and have some of the strongest bite force quotients in the world. Jaguars can carry a 200-pound antelope up a tree to keep it from other predators. Bengal tigers hide their kill under riverbanks. Ingenious! You may have noticed by now that cats have several very distinctive fur patterns. This again has to do with adaptive evolutionary biology. You see, cats like tigers and most house cats have stripes that go up and down because it mimics the grass in lands where they originated and hunted, making them easier to blend in. Jaguars, servals, and the more exotic domestic breeds have spots because they come from the jungle, where the dappled light dances between the leaves onto the floor. Do you know why neighborhood cats get stuck in trees? Because they've far evolved about 16.4 million years ago from the world's most ancient cat, the clouded leopard, who can still be found roaming the rainforests in Southeast Asia. See, clouded leopards have specially adapted ankle bones that allow them to rotate their back feet, so they can climb down trees head first. Domestic cats don't have the same need for careening through the jungle anymore. Yeah, they're more adept at knocking things, expensive things, art and glass and stoneware off the counter. So that climbing down trees trait got bred out over time. Because remember, when it comes to all living things, structure equals function. It lifts and separates. Adaptive evolutionary biology basically says, move it or lose it, sister. Simmy. There's a cool company called Basepaws, a really cute play on base pairs, that does genetic mapping for your feline, just like 23andMe. I got Shelly's sequence mapped. Shelly! And it's official, she's 100% pure fluffin'. 100% pure fluff. No, she's actually just as I suspected. 22% Maine Coon and 16% Siberian forest cat. I see you, baby girl. You one of them real exotic types, huh? In addition, they tell you if your cat is predisposed to certain diseases or health conditions. Doesn't Shelly have the cutest little fluffy buns? She's my little fluffiness monk. It's like she's wearing Angora pantaloons. You see?
I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her leave.
Now I'd like to take a moment to address a serious problem. It's plaguing small towns around the globe. Officials are considering this to be a public health crisis. The problem? Cat huffing. No, but owners really love the way their cat's fur smells. It can straight up put me to sleep.
Straight up meow, tell me, do you really wanna huff me forever? Meow, meow, meow.
But apparently, cat owners can get very sensitive about other people smelling their cats. One time, a girlfriend of mine was cat sitting for this crazy chick I knew, and the crazy chick did not like me. So the next time I saw her, just to get under her skin, I said, "OMG, I love the way Bunny smells." Yeah, she didn't like that.
Oh my God, Jenny, you let her smell my cat?
Also, you should never own just one. And if you have one already, get one of the opposite sex. Well, apparently they insert it into the vagina. And Mom, that's a hard G. You can't just go changing words. Oh, listen, I'm just gonna hang up. I don't think I need to say this, but sterilize your damn animals, please. Even if they're purebred. Unless animals are living in the wild, they should not be reproductively intact. It causes incredible duress for an animal, male or female, to be held captive and still have all the natural inclinations.
Let me out, let me out, let me out, please let me out. Ow, ow, ow. Let me out, please. Ow, ow, ow.
If you're interested in training your cat, they're rewarded exclusively through food. My cats love tiny pieces of Castelvetrano olives. Don't ask.
From her head down to her fluffins.
This is a perfect time to tell you should probably sing to your cats. Your cats need you to sing to them.
That is my doodism, my doodism, my doodism. That is my doodism, my little doodism.
A little Zarius, a Pupazarius, a Schizazarius. A tiny Zarius, a Pupazarius, a little Zarius.
And you're a little skeezax. And you're a little skeezax.
When I was living in Austin, Shelly and I used to have a little singing ritual when I came home. Speaking of, speak. Good kitty, kitty good. Cats can either purr or meow due to differing neck bone structures. So, cheetahs can't roar and lions can't purr. Do you know cats only meow to humans? And do you know the reason they do this is because their meows emulate baby sounds? And what do humans want to do to babies?
A cute little kitty to pet and love and cherish and squeeze. I'll take you home and lock you in a nice little cage. And never, ever, ever let you out except to pet you and hug you and squeeze you all up.
Yeah, Elmira shouldn't be left alone with anything smaller than a black bear. But isn't it amazing that cats picked up on that? They're so smart.
I am so smart. I am so smart. SMRT. Smart, smart, smart.
By the way, do not handle your kitties like Elmira. And you should never, ever, ever drop a cat after holding him or her. Don't play rough with your cats either. They're not dogs. I promise you. It only takes one freshly baked skippity pap for this lesson to be felt firsthand. Skip, 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 skippity pap. I want to take this time to mention behavioral and environmental changes humans have imposed on cats that can prove to be catastrophic. Disclaimer, if you have toilet seat trained your cat, do not invite me to your house. Unless you're down for a serious verbal thrashing. Instinct will leave cats still pawing at the area around them, even after being toilet trained. But the inability to bury their waste is traumatic for them, which often leads to potty accidents and other anxiety-related issues. I opt for the Van Ness enclosed sifting cat litter pan. It has a built-in sifter and 2 bottom pans, really low maintenance, and it's cheap. And I don't think I need to tell you just how cruel and inhumane declawing your cat is. Think about it like this. Ripping your nails off. Even after they've healed, they're still sensitive beyond belief. But in addition, liken it to losing your voice. Because cats communicate with each other through scent glands in their paws. In an effort to mitigate problems with cats and scratching,
the kind you won't take home to textiles.
You can furnish your home with natural materials. They even wear more naturally. And you can cut your cat's nails. It's best to do this when they're calm and it's light out, so you can differentiate between the claw and the quick. Also, I love the company Refined Feline. Their stuff is pricey, but it's incredibly durable and looks like art.
Oh, look at your big stretchums.
This piece originally came with carpet panels. Carpet's cheap to use, that's why it's ubiquitous to cat towers. But it looks like hell as it's distressed because again, it's not a natural fiber. So I had panels of sisal custom made in 2 color patterns.
Sisal. Sisal. Come on now, home now, son. Your mama's looking for you.
Here are some other things I've found to make cat rearing immeasurably easier. The PetSafe Zen water fountain is a must-have because it's always good to encourage cats to drink more water, now that we've so drastically modified their diets for our own convenience. Also by PetSafe, the programmable feeder. Because some of us have food anxiety and we therefore aspirate our food and our roommate's food and any food left in the sink or the trash that we then vomit up a few minutes later. Not mentioning any names or anything.
Are you talking about me behind my back? Rude.
Also, programmable feeders are an incredible way to keep an animal's weight in check. Only drawback? They are a little pricey and it is ideal to get one for each animal. And just as in humans, cats benefit from probiotics too. Purina Fortiflora works best. Now let's talk about the science.
Science! Science! She blinded me!
Another study found a link between cat ownership and a diminished risk of dying from heart attack or stroke. Even hearing your cat's purr can lower your blood pressure and calm your nerves. Petting your cat releases oxytocin, the cuddle chemical, which helps reduce stress. Also, cats keep loneliness at bay by providing companionship, which is good because loneliness has been linked to an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease. Did you know teens who were exposed to cats during their first year of life were less likely to develop allergies to fur babies as a result? And cats are cheaper than dogs according to the ASPCA. They can save you around $300 to $800 per year. But enough about that. I think it's time for some more cats. So I came home to this. Yeah, are you stuck in the bathroom? Yeah, did you get stuck in the bathroom again? Because you were playing in there? Yeah, and how many times has that happened? Did that happen one time when mom was out of town for 5 days? And God only knows how long you were in there for? You're bad. No, you're very bad.
Oh, listen, buddy, listen.
Okay. That's it for this show, he, she's, and theys. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to this video. And until next time, have fun, be safe, and learn some stuff, damn it!